An event-driven architecture consists of event producers that generate a stream of events and event consumers that listen for the events. Hello, everyone. My name is Arun, and today we are going to start designing an event-driven solution. And before we go ahead, let's quickly check the basic architecture of event-driven solution. Well, it goes this way. There is an event producer which produces the event and send it to the intermediary service, event ingestion, and then the consumer consume those events and act accordingly. So event-driven architecture enables you to connect to the core application without needing to modify the existing code. Yes, it's an integration service. When an event occurs, you can react with your own code to those events. Event-driven applications use the send and the forget principle. The event gets sent toward the next system, which can be another service, an event hub, a stream, or a message broker. Well, we have covered messaging services and even event hub. So before we jump into the event-driven architecture or solution, let's explore one more service. Well, any guesses? Well, if you're thinking Event Grid, then you are right. Event Grid. Let's explore a bit of Event Grid. We'll ask the very first question, what is Event Grid? Just an overview. An Event Grid is a fully managed event routing service running on top of Service Fabric, Azure Service Fabric. So it's fully managed. That means it's past services. You only need to take care of certain things. And it's an event routing service. That means event comes to the grid and it can route wherever you want. So Event Grid distributes events from sources such as Azure services like storage account. We'll give you an example to make it more clear. These events are distributed to handlers such as Azure Functions and Webhooks. What handler means? The service which is eventually going to work on that event. So Event Grid exists to make it easier to build event-based and serverless application on Azure. Or if you could say in layman's term, it's an integration service which integrates two services, for example, storage account and Azure Functions. Let me explain. Suppose there is this application which processes the images which are uploaded in the storage account container. So how Event Grid decouple this and integrate with both? Well, Azure Function needs to be triggered by Event Grid topic. Stay with me. And this Event Grid topic gets the event when file uploaded in the storage account. Now completes the full cycle or full circle or full picture. So as soon as there is an image uploaded in the storage account, one event generates, it hits the Event Grid topic. And as soon as topic receives the event, Azure Function runs and process the image. So you need not to go and work on these kind of services in your application. It is there as a fully managed service. That's why we said at the very beginning, it's a fully managed event routing service. So event generated from the storage account comes to the grid and routed to the Azure Function. We have a trigger in Azure Function that is Event Grid. And this triggers the function and code runs and process the image. So it simplifies your work, or you need not to go ahead and refactor application. All right. So now the high level picture, I'm sure pretty much clear. So let's quickly go ahead and go through the concepts here. Concepts of Event Grid. These are few terminologies that we need to understand, and I'm pretty sure from the example that I gave you, storage account, it is all good. Event is like what happened. Event sources, where the event took place. Then topics, the endpoint where publishers send events. Event generated when a file uploaded in the storage account, then that event needs to send somewhere. That is the topic, the endpoint, right? Now, event subscriptions, even the endpoint or built-in mechanism to route events, sometimes to more than one handler. Subscriptions are also used by handlers to intelligently filter incoming events. When event is going to the topic, there are, let's go back to the example. Azure function has subscribed to the this particular event or topic, because events are moving to the topic. Function subscribe to the topic, and as soon as event gets to the event grid, it function triggers. So that is event subscription, and function is the handler here, event handler. So these are the few concepts. Let's check few capabilities for event grid, so that we could simply go ahead and talk about design event grid solution or architecture in the next video. So capabilities here, what are capabilities? The very first is simplicity, because we all know the way we explained, you need not to change any code in your application, no refactor. You simply go ahead and use this service, going to the Azure portal, click, name it, give the topic, put the source, put the uh, topic name, and you're good to go. Point and click to aim events from your Azure resource to any event handler. It's that simple. You just need to give the information of source and destination, more in like. And it has this advanced filtering. For example, we gave you the wonderful example, storage account. Now, if you need to filter, you can simply go to storage account container and go with the container which name is like images. So you can filter the path. Fan out, we all understand that, because we have more than one subscriber for particular topic, then you have to fan out. So subscribe several endpoints to the same event to send copies of the event as many places as needed. It's not like there is a one event and only one can consume it. There could be multiple consumer, as it says at the very first architecture. Reliability, 24-hour retry with exponential backoff to make sure events are delivered. The pricing tier, pay per event, pay only for the amount you use event grid, just like Azure Functions. As number of times the code runs, you have to pay for that. There are multiple other ways, but right now it's serverless. Build high volume workloads on event grid because it provides you higher throughput, and get up and running quickly with resource defined built-in events. So you simply need to pick it up. Nothing much you need to do, and you can also customize the events. These are some key features of Azure Event Grid. And if we need to summarize at the end of the call about the Event Grid, we could simply say Event Grid is a highly scalable serverless event broker that we can use to integrate application using events like storage account, event, function, and the circle complete. Events are delivered by Event Grid to subscriber destinations such as Azure Services Function in our scenario, right? And the source is not always the Azure function. It could be SaaS services, it could be other applications. So by this, I think we need to wrap this video up, and let's meet in another one. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.